down onto your back. So reclined butterfly pose. You're on your back. You can bend your knees and then let the knees come out to the side and the soles of the feet are together. Your arms, you can place them along the side of the body with the palms facing up, just as you would for Shavasana, or you can choose to place the hands on the belly. One hand on the belly, one on your chest, or come into goal pose arms. It's up to you. If you happen to have blocks, you can place them underneath the knees so that you're not overstretching the inner thighs. If it feels like it becomes too much, you can always choose to just bring the knees back up and let them fall in towards each other. But I really do want you to get a little bit of this stretch because of the pose that we're going into today. So get comfortable, do all the twitching and moving around that you need to do. You can squeeze the glutes and then relax. Draw the shoulder blades together and then relax. Take a deep breath in from the base of the spine all the way up to your collarbones. And exhale through the mouth, side out. Let it go. 2 more times. Big inhale. And exhale. One last time. Big breath in. And exhale. Good. And now breathing in and out through your nose. Same idea of filling all the way up. And exhaling fully, just emptying all of the air out. And breathing in, filling up the back and sides of the rib cage. And exhale. Continue your deep breathing. And I want you to start to push the soles of your feet into each other. Press the heels, the big toe mound, the baby toe mound, maybe even press the toes as well. And feel how that translates into the contraction of your inner thigh muscles. And you may even feel a little bit of a toning in the low belly as well. Keep breathing deeply and fully. Exhale, really push. Inhale, release the push. Exhale, press the feet in, squeeze. Inhale, release. You might even start to shake here. One last one. Exhale, push and hold it. Not the breath. Exhale, but keep pushing the feet into each other. And now start to draw the knees up. So really draw the inner thighs in. There's going to be, might be lots of shaking along the way. Let it happen. Don't try to stop it. And by now, the soles of the feet should be on the ground and your knees are pointing up. Good. Go ahead and draw your knees into the chest. Give yourself a great big hug. You may feel your lower back press into the mat. That's okay for now. And then release the left foot to the floor so you're keeping the knee bent. I want you to take the right heel over the right knee. Grab a hold to the baby toe side edge of your foot. Bring it out to your right and draw the knee down towards the side of the body for a half happy baby. And now slowly extend your left leg along your mat, keeping your heel grounded, back of the thigh grounded, and your toes are pointing up towards the ceiling on the left leg. If you feel your lower back on the right side wanting to press into the mat, I want you to draw the tailbone towards the long side of your mat, or sorry, the short end of your mat, my bad. But keep drawing the knee down so you get a really nice inner thigh stretch. One more inhale and exhale in your half happy baby, Ananda Ardha Ananda Balasana. And then slowly bring the knee back over the chest. Take the hands to the back of the thigh. So interlace the fingers, push the back of your right thigh into the palms, and pull the hands into the thigh. Draw the right hip away from the right rib cage. If you felt it hike up, it tends to want to do that. So just draw it down to bring your hips and pelvis back to level. Push the heel and ball of the right foot up to the ceiling. Take an inhale here and exhale. Maybe draw the leg in a little bit closer towards your nose so you get more of a stretch in the hamstring. And don't forget your left leg. Okay. Slowly slide your hands up towards the calf. You're going to take your leg into the right hand. Take the left hand away from you. Press the palm into the floor. My hand is coming up to my wall because I'm too close to it. But press the left hand into the floor to help you counterbalance. You're going to take an inhale here, and as you exhale, you're going to open up your right leg to the right. You're not going to go so far that you start to let the left hip lift. The left hip needs to stay grounded. If you can grab your big toe comfortably here, go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, keep holding on towards the calf. And you can also bend the knee a little bit because this is quite intense for so early on in the practice. So you can take a bend to the knee just to take some of that pressure off. Hold it here. So essentially, this is a position you're going to be standing a little bit later on in the practice. So you want your spine to be long so your lower back arch is present. So if your lower back is rounding, you're doing weird stuff with the shoulders and the neck, draw the shoulders back and down. Sacrum is heavy and round down through the left leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze the inner thigh, bring the leg back up to center. And now bring the right foot down. And bring the left knee into your chest. So we're moving on to the second side, clasping the hands to the back of the thigh, and then you're going to extend the left foot up to the ceiling, moving into a happy baby. So grabbing the baby toe side edge of your left foot, moving it out to the left, draw the knee down to the left side of the rib cage, and now extend the right leg along your mat. Press the back of the right thigh and the heel into the mat, right arm along the right side of the body. Hold it here. One more inhale and exhale in your half happy baby. Then go ahead and bring the left knee to the chest, clasp your hands to the back of your left thigh. And now push the back of the thigh into the palms and pull the palms onto the back of the thigh. Really push the heel and the ball of the foot up towards the ceiling. You might not feel a whole lot of hamstring, or you might. But again, remember, if it's too much, just bend your left knee a little bit. Okay? Take an inhale, and as you exhale, slide the hands further up to the calf and see if you can bring the leg in closer to you without compromising the spine. So keep the lower back arch present. If you find the spine is going to round to bring the leg in, then don't go any further. Stay where you can maintain your neutral spine. Getting ready to take it into the inner thigh stretch. Take the right hand to the floor. Just and press it down. Let that be your anchor. Take your inhale and exhale. Guide your left leg out to the left. If you're fortunate enough, as I am right now, you can just let your leg prop. Good. And again, keep your breath flowing. Take an inhale, exhale, really squeeze, activate the inner thigh, bring it back up to center. Bring the left knee followed by your right into your chest. Quick little squeeze here. And now extend both legs up to the ceiling. Point your toes. Take the arms away from the body. Press the palms down. You're going to inhale, open the legs into a straddle. As you exhale, flex the ankles and squeeze the inner thighs back together. Point the toes. Inhale, open. Exhale, flex your ankles and squeeze the inner thighs back together. About 3 more of these. Inhale, open. And exhale, squeeze. Point. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Last one. Point. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Now you're going to draw circles. You're going to point the toes. Keep the legs as straight as you can. Your lower back is going to be on the mat for all this. You're going to open the legs. So bring the legs towards the nose first and make a circle. Open the legs. Make them as big as you can. I'm really limited here. And bring the legs together and back up. Okay, so you're going to do 3 in one direction and 3 in opposite direction. So you're doing a straddle. So the legs start together to begin with. You open the legs and make circle, big circle with the legs, and you close the legs and bring them back up to center. Okay, so if you're not sure what you're doing, you can look at me. You can make the circle as big as you can maintain connection of the lower back on the mat. 3 in both directions. You can support the lower back here by sliding the arms underneath you. If you find you need that support, you can do that as well. The choice is yours, but circles, 3 and 3. Once you've done 3 in both directions, just activating and waking up the abs, come back to center and bring your knees back into your chest. Oh dear, these circles are looking wild. I love it. Nod the chin, lift the head and shoulders up. You're rolling up into boat pose. So take a big breath in, exhale, roll up, hold your boat, take the hands to the floor, extend the legs, and now we're going to cross the legs over each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back, cross at the ankles, grab a hold of the top of your feet, pull the heels to the bum, roll over your shins, and come onto your hands and knees. Fingers nice and wide. You want your wrists to be underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Just take a couple rounds of cat-cow real quick. Inhale, sitting bones and heart lift. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. 1 more round. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And come back to center. Take the right leg out behind you. Bend the right knee. Don't let it touch the floor. Now bring it out to the side, like fire hydrant, and come back to center. Extend the right leg out again, behind you. Bend the knee, bring it back in. Bring it out to the side, fire hydrant, and back in. Send it out again. Bring it back in. Lift it up to the side, and come back in, and rest it down. Left side. Left leg reaches back. Bring your knee back in. Open it up to the side and bring it back in. Let's go again. Left leg extends. Bring it back in. Keep the ribs in. Left knee lifts and come back in. Send the left leg back. Bring the knee in. Fire hydrant here. Come back in and release. Untuck your toes. Sit back into Balasana, child's pose. Arms stay long and active. Big breath in and a big breath out. Moving into our modified half series. Inhale, roll forward into a kneeling plank. Exhale, shift forward, lower into chaturanga. Inhale, press back up. And exhale, sit back. Just about 2 or 3 more of these. Inhale, roll the body forward into the plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. And exhale back. Good. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, roll forward into a kneeling plank. I want you to kickstand on the exhale, the right leg off of your mat. Slide the left leg back and roll onto the right side for a modified side plank. So flex the left ankle. And then if you can, I want you to put the sole of the left foot down. If that's not working for you, stay on the inside edge of your left foot. Lift the rib cage up You're going to take your left arm alongside your left ear, palm is going to face down. So really arc the left side of the body up, coming into lateral flexion. So you're feeling this really nice stretch along the left side of the body. Take an inhale, start to lift the left arm up. Exhale, you're going to bend the right elbow and push yourself up to this half kneeling position to move into gate pose. So you can drop the left foot now if it isn't already dropped. Left hand to left leg. Bring the right arm up, inhale, and exhale, reach over to your left. Drop the right shoulder. Big inhale. Bigger exhale. Inhale, lifting back up through center, and exhale, cartwheel your hands down, come back to all fours. Go ahead and change sides. So kickstand the left leg off of the mat, and then slide the right leg back, roll onto the left side of your body. So left shoulder over left wrist, right arm reaches up. Take the right arm alongside the right ear, palm is facing down. You're gonna push the rib cage up. Big inhale, bigger exhale. Inhale, start to take the right arm up. Exhale, bend the left elbow and use that to push yourself up to standing. Inhale, left arm reaches up, and exhale, move into your lateral flexion. Right hand to right leg, left arm up and over alongside the left ear. Good. Keep breathing deeply and fully. One more inhale and exhale here. And then inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Come back into the all fours. Walk your hands forward just a smidge. Take an inhale here and exhale. Lift your hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. And maybe it might feel really good because you stretch and open up so much of your body already. Pushing the heels down to the mat. Hold it here. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, go ahead and sweep the right leg up for three-legged dog. And now exhale, step the right foot to the right hand. Rest the left knee. I want you to shift your hips back into a half split. So lift the the right toes up and walk the hands over to the left. And reach the fingertips away from you. And you reach the hips back. One more inhale. Last exhale here. Inhale, come forward into the lunge. Take the hands back and step back to downward facing dog. Left leg on the other side. Lift it up, three-legged dog. Left foot steps forward. Bring the right knee down. Shift your hips back, and as you do that, lift the left toes up. Leg can be as straight as you can manage, or keep the bent knee. Walk the hands over to the right. And you're really reaching the hands away from you as you draw the hips back. And you're folding, trying to keep the spine long as possible. From here, we're stepping forward into Malasana. So keep drawing the hips back. One more inhale and exhale here. And then come back to the lunge. Take the hands to the middle. Turn the left toes out slightly, and now step the right foot forward, toes slightly out, and drop the hips into Malasana. Now, if you can't be all the way down here for Malasana, go to here. Come halfway. Go to where you can. I'm going to face you now because of what we're going to go into next. So you're here in your Malasana. The triceps are on the inside of the thighs, and you're pushing your knees out, pressing the palms into each other, lifting the heart up. Whew. Maybe get a little bit of movement here. Here we're going to stand up to a squat position. So take an inhale, stand up, exhale, pause. Okay, so take an inhale, exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Kind of like a sumo squat leg. Really activating the glute med and glute min, your adductors, your abductors, abductors for the standing pose we're going to go into today. Couple more, get the heart rate up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into Malasana. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And now release the fingertips to the floor as you lift your booty up. Heel toe your feet to hips distance. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's go through our sun salutation. So make your way back to the top of your mat, feet at hips distance. Take an inhale, circle the arms around and up, palms meet. And exhale, hinge at the hips, come into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Keep all the air out. Step the right foot back. You can rest the knee down if you wish. And now inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold the breath out. Step your right foot forward for your lunge. Rest the left knee if you wish. And now inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale into the forward fold. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Second side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back. Rest the knee or not. Inhale, upper body and arms lift. Exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember, you can bend the knees and rest them down. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot to resting the knee as is necessary for you, and bring the arms and upper body up for your lunge. Fingertips to the floor, and step your right foot forward into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift or monkey. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more round, we're going to add in a twist on the way back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Big step back with the right foot. Rest the knee if you wish. And then go ahead and bring the arms up. Planting your hands and stepping back into downward facing dog. Inhale, roll your body forward into plank. Exhale into your chaturanga. Inhale, take cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg up for three-legged dog. Step your right foot forward. Keep your left hand down. You can rest the left knee if you wish. Take the right arm up into your twist. Bring the right hand to the floor. Step your left foot forward. Fold your body in half. Come into the halfway lift. Fold once again. And I'll rise all the way up to stand. Bring your hands to your heart. Last time on your left side. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold and step your left foot way to the back of the mat. Sweep the upper body and arms up. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Rolling forward into plank. Lower into your chaturanga. Taking your up dog or cobra. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Lifting your left leg up for three-legged dog. Left foot steps forward. Keep your right hand down. Sweep the left hand up for the twist. Left hand comes back to the floor. Step your right foot forward. Fold. halfway lift and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Pause here for a moment. If you need a sip of water, if you need to wipe your brow, do that real quick. Good. Whee! Really warm. Okay. So standing with your, so we're going to go into lateral flexion. So normally we would cross the right leg back and way across, but today I'm going to turn around just so you can see this. So you're going to bend the left knee. You're going to cross the right foot back. We're going to bring the right knee into the crease of the left. Okay? Then you'll hold the left hand, we'll grab a hold of the right wrist. Shoulders down, take your inhale, lift up, and exhale. Pull yourself, low pulse. Off to the left. Hold it. You can look down towards the right foot. And then you're going to release and come back to center. Okay? Do the same thing on the second side. So bend the right knee a little bit. Step the left foot behind, left knee in the right knee crease. Take the arms up. Grab a hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Take your inhale and exhale. Just pull yourself to the right and just pulse. 2, 3, and then hold it. Look down if that feels okay for you, or keep looking straight ahead. And then inhale, come back up, and exhale, release. Bring your hands to the heart in prayer. Transfer the weight into the left leg, bend the left knee a little bit, bring your right knee up. Now watch for when you bring in the right knee up, you didn't hike your hip up. Open up the knee, place a foot on the inner left thigh or on your calf for tree pose, Vrikshasana. Push the thigh and the foot into each other. And now just bring your arms out to the side. Nothing fancy. Palms are facing forward. Draw the shoulder blades back. Slide them down and lift your chest up. One more inhale. Last exhale here. Keep the hands where they are. Bring the knee back to front. Straighten out the right leg. Hold it. And release. Good. Hands can come back to the heart. Second side. Left knee lifts. Open it out to the left. Place it on the inner right thigh or maybe on the calf muscle. Make sure that it didn't cause the left hip to come up because you wanted to put it on the thigh. And then go ahead and open up the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Draw them down and lift the chest up. So there's a toning towards the belly. There's a lifting up of the back and side body, not just sticking the ribs out to lift the chest. You're lifting out of the pelvis, but you're still keeping the rib cage connected, so you're taking care of your spine. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Squeeze everything you can possibly find in your body to squeeze right now to help you stabilize. Good. Keep your arms where they are. Bring your left knee back to the front. Straighten out your left leg. Lift it up a little bit higher if you can. Hold it. And now release. Shake it out. Release the arms. Roll your shoulders up, forward and back. Good. If you're not already at the top of your mat, make your way there. Inhale, circle the arms around and up. And exhale, hinge at your hips, come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift or monkey. And exhale to fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot to the right hand. Good. So I want you to just pulse here. You're going to bend the knee, drop the hips, lift the heart up, and exhale, just round the spine. The knee's still going to be bent. Drop the hips, lift the heart up. That's your inhale. And exhale, round the spine and just lift up a little bit, drop the head. 2 more, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So come back into that lunge and take the hands off to the left, just like we did in the half split. So I'm just going to face you real quick here so you have an idea. I'm putting my left knee down because I'm really close to my wall. I want to stay in the frame, but your left knee will stay off. So you're here in your lunge. You're going to take your right hand to the inside of the right leg and then just walk them over to your left. Okay, now remember my left knee is only down because I'm modifying because my wall is really close. But when I turn back to the short end of my mat, my left knee will be off. So I want you to, with the hands off to the left, straighten out the right knee any amount that you can, draw the right hip back. And I'll bend the right knee and lift the heart up just as we did. So exhale, you're going to drop the head, straighten out the right knee, draw the right hip back. And inhale, bend the right knee, let the pelvis drop, lift. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. This time when you exhale, pivot on the ball of the left foot, drop the heel, and straighten out the right leg. So both legs are straight. You can stay here with the hands on the inside, or bring the right hand on the outside of the right leg. Take an inhale, nice long spine, and exhale, fold. Keep drawing the right hip back, root down into the outside edge of your left foot, and root down through the ball of your right big toe. You can bend the right knee a little bit if it feels like it's too much of a hamstring. And can you lift the right toes off of your mat and ground down through the right heel? On your next inhalation, you're going to roll the body forward, bend the right knee, and at the same time, lift up the left heel, turn the toes to face forward. Plant your palms and step back, downward facing dog. Second side, we'll do the vinyasa after. Take the left leg up, step it forward to the top of the mat by the left hand. Good. So you can tip the fingers. So bend each of the fingers and then put the fingertips down. Good. Inhale, lift the heart, drop the pelvis. Exhale, round the spine, lift, pick the pelvis up. Inhale, it's a pulsation. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the heart, shoulders back. Exhale, round. Good. Come back to the lunge. Walk the hands on the inside. So bring the left on the inside and walk them over to the right. Okay? Good. So now we're going to do that same pulsation, but this time we're going to straighten out the left knee. So take an inhale, drop the pelvis, lift the heart. On the exhale, round the spine, straighten out the left knee, push the right heel down. You can come up onto the fingertips. Inhale, roll forward, bend the left knee, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine, straighten out the left knee, push down the right heel. Again, inhale, roll forward, this undulating wave-like movement. And exhale. One more. Inhale. This time on the exhale, when we go back, we will stay here, drop the back heel, and lift the left toes up. You can stay there or walk the left hand on the outside and fold over your left leg, draw your left hip back. On your next inhale, roll your body forward into the lunge, pick up the right heel, turn the toes forward, plant the palms, exhale, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into your plank. Remember, you can always modify, rest the knees down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, take your up dog or your cobra. Exhale, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot to right hand. Good. Now slowly come all the way up. When you come up, extend the arms out in front of you. And again, bend all of the fingers and bring the tips of the fingers together. Sphere mudra. So you're in your lunge. You're drawing the right hip back, hugging into the midline, and lifting the left inner thigh up. Press the finger points into each other. Reach them away from you and lift the arms up. Now, if it's too much and you feel like you're getting the belly, the ribs flaring by bringing the arms up, bring them slightly forward. Take an inhale, and as an exhale, come over to the right. Inhale back up to center, and exhale to the left. Inhale back up to center, and exhale, pivot on the ball of the left foot, drop the heel and come into warrior two. To come out of the sphere mudra, turn the palms to face forward in your warrior two. Just check the right knee, make sure it's over your right heel, and you're standing up nice and tall. Keep breathing deeply and fully. We're moving into side angle from here. So right forearm comes onto the right thigh. Palm is going to stay facing up. Sweep the left arm around the body and then roll the left shoulder onto the right. Right shoulder, you're drawing it back and down. And you're making sure you're not allowing yourself to collapse on the right side. So you might need to pick the right hip up. Inhale, come back up to warrior two, but straighten out the right knee, pick up the toes and pivot on the heel and come into parallel feet or slightly pigeon-toed. Bring your arms back to that sphere mudra. Bend the knees a little bit. So what we're going to do is a decompression breath. So you're going to breathe into the rib cage, keep the rib cage full. As you exhale, draw the navel in, but don't let the rib cage collapse. I'm going to turn sideways just to show you this. So what's going to happen is we're going into a forward fold. The toes are slightly turned in. This is the position you're in. You're going to take that inhale, inflate the rib cage. Exhale, start to send the hips back and reach the mudra forward. Take another inhale, fill up the rib cage. Exhale, draw it in. So pause here and keep sending the hips back. Keep reaching the sphere forward and hold that position. Feel the space you're creating between your rib cage and the hips. Take another big breath and keep the rib cage super full. Exhale, hug the navel in and release the mudra to the floor. You're in your forward fold. Hold it. Inhale, come up into a nice long spine. Exhale, go ahead and bend your right knee. Walk the hands around, come to the front of the mat. So pick up the respective toes and heels and pivot. So you're in a low lunge, step back, downward facing dog. Take your vinyasa or rest, up to you. If you're going to flow, roll forward into the plank. Lower into your chaturanga. Take your up dog or your cobra and exhale, push the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Second side, left leg lifts. Step the left foot to the top of your mat. The minute you are settled and stable and strong in your lunge, you can start to bring the hands together from now in the sphere mudra and bring the arms right up into the lunge. So you're ready to go into your side bend. Take your inhale, lift up, side body, front body, back body, everybody. And exhale over to the left. Inhale, lift up through center, and now exhale over to your right. Inhale back up to center, and exhale, drop the back heel, open up into warrior two. Good, open up the arms, palms are facing forward for your warrior two. Check for that left hip getting lazy and collapsing. Pick it up. Take an inhale here and exhale into your side angle. So forearm to thigh, sweep your right arm around and then open up. So reach, 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 and then draw the shoulder blade back and open up. Check for the left hip. It might be sticking out to the long side of your mat. If it is, draw it back and under. Inhale, lift up to warrior two. Exhale, come into Tarasana, or 5-pointed star, but cab the heels slightly out, toes slightly in, come back to that sphere mudra. Bend the knees a little bit. So when you take that inhale, you're creating space by filling up the rib cage. When you exhale, keep that fuller shape of the rib cage when you draw the navel into the spine. And then take another breath into that expanded rib cage shape. So take an inhale, fill up the rib cage. Exhale, start to send the hips back, reach the sphere mudra forward. Take another big breath in, fill up. Exhale, draw the navel and keep reaching. Inhale, so that nice long spine you're creating here. So send hips way back, send hips back more if you can. Keep reaching, big breath in. And exhale, release all the way down. Fingertips or palms to the floor. Breathe. Pick up the shoulders, so don't let them drop or slide up towards the ears. Draw them away so the neck stays long and free of tension. Rolling the thighs inward as you lift the sitting bones up. Take an inhale, come up to a nice long spine. As you exhale, bend the left knee and turn back to the front of your mat. So pick up the toes, the heels, come into your low lunge, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, take up dog. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. If you need a break, take it now. We have one more sequence before we go into our peak pose. You can take an inhale and exhale, a sip of water, wipe your brow, wipe your hands, or just hang out in downward dog. One more big breath in, big breath out. So we're moving into from our three-legged dog, we're moving into a wide-legged Hanuman. Okay? It's not as scary as it sounds. I promise, I got you. So come into your downward facing dog. Now your hips and pelvis are level when you're in your downward dog. See if you can take the right leg out without letting that change. So slowly pick the right leg up. Don't worry about how high up to the sky you can get your leg. Pay more attention to keeping the hips and the pelvis square. So try not to open up the hip and draw the left one back. Pick the right inner thigh up. Take another inhale here, and as you exhale, step the right foot to the top of the mat. Okay? Take the left knee down. Pick up the right toes, and now I want you to push the right leg out to the right. And come down onto your forearms. Yeah? Good. Now, make sure you're in the middle, you're not dropping off to the left side. Stay in the center, draw the right heel back. So press that right heel down, and draw it back in. So you're trying to draw the thigh bone into the hip socket and guide the heart forward. Hold that there. If you can, take an inhale, float the left knee off. You don't have to, you can try it and see if it feels all right for you. If it doesn't, take the left knee back down. Hold it. One more inhale and exhale here. Inhale, come up onto the palms. On the exhale, you're going to sweep this right leg up and back to three-legged dog. Did we make it? Everybody there? Good. Now step the right foot back to the top of your mat. When you get the right foot in place, drop the left heel, come up into warrior two. Straighten out the right knee. If you have your block handy, take the block to the outside of the right leg. Take an inhale here and exhale, right hand to the block or the floor. Left arm up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Good. Take an inhale, bend the right knee, come back up to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Let's leave the vinyasa for after. Left leg lifts. Trying to keep the hips and pelvis level. Step the left foot forward to the top of the mat. Rest the right knee down. Pick up, bring the left hand on the inside of the left leg. Pick up the left toes. I like to shift my hips back a little bit for this. And then you're going to open up the knee, and the hip, and push the forward to just off the mat. And come down onto your forearms. Press down the left heel, draw the leg bone into the hip socket, melt the heart forward, hold it here. Nice long spine, so try not to drop the head. Look forward, look to the front of your mat. Or the wall that's in front of you, or whatever is in front of you. Keep hugging into the midline so you're not just letting yourself sink here. One more inhale, last exhale. Take an inhale, come up onto the palms, get ready. Float the right leg off, big exhale, sweep the leg up and back, three-legged dog. And step the left foot to the top of your mat by your left hand. Drop the back heel and come on up into warrior two. Not spending a whole lot of time there, straighten out the left knee and move into your triangle pose. Walk to the outside or fingertips, if you can tent the fingertips. Or if you can't reach the floor, take the hand to the shin. But be expansive in your triangle pose. Stretch and extend way beyond the fingers, the crown of your head, and ground down beyond where the soles meet the floor. Really take up lots of space here. Left hip is moving back and under. Take an inhale, bend the left knee, come back up to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, take up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And go ahead and walk your hands to your feet. So you end up at the back of your mat. Bend the knees, take an inhale and reverse swan dive all the way up. Bring the hands to meet and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. So we're getting ready to go into our peak pose, our Utittha Padangustasana. All right, so not a huge fan of working with the strap for some poses, but I'm going to show you with the strap. So you can, if you're comfortable, if you've done this pose before and you're comfortable with not using the strap, then don't. But if you know you need a little help, nothing wrong with getting a little help, grab the strap. So starting in your Tadasana, feet are at hips distance. You're going to bend the left knee a little bit and ground down, just as we did for tree pose. Bring your right knee in towards the chest and try not to let the hip hike. So if you feel that happening, draw the hip down, okay? I want you to be able to hold this knee up here on your own. Take the strap across the ball of your foot and then grab it in your right hand. Now I'm grabbing on the inside, but don't let the knee collapse out to the side. Keep the knee pointing up. Push the ball of the foot into the strap and pull the strap into the ball of the foot. Left hand can come to the left hip. Make sure your chest stays lifted and the spine stays long. Once you grab that, take your inhale and slowly start to extend the right leg out. Again, watch for that. Drop it down if it does happen. If you need to bend the knee, bend the knee. Okay, now take the left hand out. This is going to help you counterbalance when you take the right foot out to the right. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're only moving the leg, not the upper body. Comes out to the right. Knee can stay bent, or you can straighten out the leg. Your choice. But keep the chest lifted. Keep grounding down into the standing leg, and hold it. Whoops, oh dear. And then take an inhale, come back to center, and exhale, release. Shake it out. Good, and another way you can do that, I didn't tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you now. You could hold onto the shin and just be here. Yeah? All right, second side. So if you're happy with the strap, go ahead and use it again. The thing with the strap is you want to use less length and hold as close to the foot as you can so that you're not, it's going to be more destabilizing if you have too much strap from the arm, from where your hand ends to the foot. You have a lot less control. So try not to use a whole ton of length for the strap. It's going to put too much pressure on the shoulder joint. It's going to be really hard to stabilize. Does that make sense? I hope so. Let's go to the second side. I'm actually going to use the strap on this side just because of my left foot. Another grip, if you don't want to use the strap but you're going to hold on to your foot yourself, is take the big toe, wrap the peace fingers around the big toe, or some people like to hold on to the baby toe side edge of their foot. I would only suggest doing that if you know that you can keep your shoulder locked in place and not put too much pressure on your shoulder joint, and then start to do weird stuff like this with the upper body. So go ahead, transfer the weight into the right leg, ground down, bit of a bend in the knee. I'm going to turn sideways and bring the left knee up, nice and high. Go ahead and hook the strap around the ball of the foot if you're using the strap. And notice I'm holding close to my foot. Draw the shoulder back, stand up tall, and then go ahead, take your inhale and kick. Straighten the leg out any amount. Once you've got your balance here, hold it here for a bit, and then take the hand away. Move slowly, there's no rush. Go very slowly. And there's nothing that says your leg needs to come straight out to the right. Your leg is gonna go, your hip is gonna open up as much as it does in tree pose. So don't try to go any further than you can go in tree pose. And yes, If balance is not your jam, get a wall. Use a wall to help support you, and then you can take your hand away. Yeah? So remember, your hip is only going to open as wide as it will in your tree pose. It's not going to go any further. And if it does, you're rotating through the pelvis. Okay, so this is it for me, right here. Standing up tall, right here. Hips are still facing forward. Come back and release. Nicely done. Good job, everyone. Bring the legs together. Hands rest here. Just do a couple of circles at the knees. Both directions. Good. Step a bit wider, hands to hips, and just roll the hips, just circle the hips. Couple in both directions. Good. Whew. All right. You're at the back of your mat. Take your inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, walk out to a plank, and then lower all the way down onto your belly. Nose is hovering. Take the arms out in front of you, come into the spear mudra. So bend in all of the fingers, including the thumbs. Press the tips of the fingers together. Bring the legs together, point your toes. Draw the navel in. You're going to take an inhale, and when you do, I want you to reach the toes and your mudra in opposite directions and float your body up off the mat. So this is a locust variation we're coming into. So take the inhale, reach the mudra, reach the legs away from you, and lift up. Exhale, hold. Keep pressing the fingertips in, press the heels, the ankles, the thighs, the shins, everything into each other. Hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Let everything go. You can make a pillow with your hands and place your forehead to the back of the hands and relax. Ooh, big breath in, bigger breath out. One more inhale and exhale here. And then bring your hands by the chest so the elbows are nicely bent. Tuck your toes under. Tone the belly. Tone your glutes. Press down into your palms, your knees, and your toes. Inhale, push yourself up to a kneeling plank. And exhale, just kickstand the feet off to the side and come into a seated position, legs out in front of you. We're nearly there, everyone. Home stretch now. So coming into Dandasana, staff pose. So just rooting down your sitting bones, legs together, out in front of you. Notice whether the hip flexors feel super tight and grippy and it's not allowing you to sit up tall. If it is happening, elevate your hips or bend your knees. So just root down in the legs, press the heels down, draw the thighs in, place your hands by the sides, press them down, and lift your chest up. And just hold that position there. Breathing into the back and sides of the rib cage. Maybe spread your toes out. Take one more inhale and exhale, release. Take your peace fingers, bend the right knee, take your peace fingers to your big toe. You could use the strap here as well if you like. We're going into Herod pose. So capping off the big toe with the thumb, keep the left leg rounded. You're gonna lean back a little bit, but you're not allowing the lower back to round. You're still keeping the lower back nice and long, and you're lifting your chest up. So you're gonna go ahead and lift the heel up so it's in line with the knee, and you're gonna extend the right knee. Any amount here will do. And just hold that there. Left hand can rest on the left thigh, left leg is active, or you can rest it down on the ground, your choice. You could even choose to take both hands to the foot, but we are going to open up the leg out to the right. So if you've chosen to do this, you're going to eventually release. Grab back a hold of the big toe, or maybe hold the baby toe side edge of your foot. Take your inhale and exhale, bring the leg out to the right. So this is your Padangustasana in a seated position. Much nicer, yeah? You guys all look like you're standing up. Why didn't we just do this? And now come back to center. Release the bind, but not the leg. Hold it up. And now bring it down. Well done. Second side. I'm going to choose a different grip because of my foot, so I'm going to hold the baby toe side edge. But you can hold with the peace fingers once again, up to you. Ground down through the right leg, right hand down, lean back. Go ahead and lift your left leg up. Holding on with both hands if you like. And this is a good way to really draw the shoulder blades back and lift the chest up and get a slightly deeper stretch. If you want one, that is. And I'm getting ready to open up to the side, so take the opposite hand away to help you counterbalance. Hold it here. Remember, you can always bend your knee and watch for weird stuff happening. Keep the sitting bones grounded. When you come back to center, you're going to hold the leg up there. Hold it, squeeze the quad, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Whee! And release. Hallelujah. Shake it out. All right. Feels good to me to roll the ankles out. Maybe it might for you too, so you can give that a go. Otherwise, let's move into a twist. So keeping your left leg straight, go ahead and bend the right knee. You can cross it over. You can keep your left leg extended or scoop it around behind you. But make sure your sitting bones are rounded. If you choose to come with the bent knee option, your knees don't like it, straighten out the left leg. Take the left arm up, big breath in, lift up nice and long, and exhale, go ahead and hug your knee into you. So the hand ends up on the outer right thigh. Right arm comes up as you inhale, and exhale, bring it around behind you and come into your twist. Take an inhale, sweep the left arm up, and exhale from below the belly button, ribs, chest, and release. Go ahead and change the cross of your legs. Left leg over the right. Left leg, or should I say right knee bent or straight, up to you. Get on the left hand behind you. Take your inhale, reach up, exhale, twist and hug the knee in. Looking over towards the left shoulder, but not trying to get your chin over it. Just looking as far over to the left as it still feels comfortable for your neck and your eyes. Right shoulder is away from the ear, so just check for that. Again, inhale, bring the right arm up, nice long spine. Exhale, slowly release. Go ahead and uncross your legs. We're getting ready to come down onto our back. Then we're moving into bridge pose. So just make sure you have enough room behind you so that when you roll down, your head is still on your mat. If you have your block handy, you can take the block and place it between the thighs and squeeze into it. Arms are going to come down by the side of the body. Root down into the feet. Just make sure you're comfortable here. Draw the navel in, squeeze into your block. And now inhale, lift your hips up. And exhale, hold. Keep squeezing into the block if you are using one. Keep pressing down into the feet. And inhale, see if you can lift the heart up a little bit more. And exhale, hold it. You can wrap the shoulders underneath you, slide them down towards the heels, and then interlace the fingers. See if you can lift up the heart a little bit more, but keep the back of the neck long. So gently press the back of the head into the mat and just hold it here. On your next inhale, if you did go for the bind, release it, walk the shoulders out, and then exhale, slowly soften, come all the way back down to the mat. If you did use the block, move it off to the side. Walk your feet wider than your hips and let your knees fall in towards each other. Just pause here for a moment. Arms can come into goalpost, or you can actually place them wherever it feels really good for you now. So from here, we're heading into corpse pose for Shavasana. But if you feel as though you need to do another twist before you head into Shavasana, just take the knees off to your right. And you can change your gaze to your left. Come back to center and go ahead and change, dropping the knees off to the opposite side, to the left and looking over to your right. And then come back to center. You can go ahead and stretch the legs out, 1 foot to each corner of your mat. Arms slightly away from the body with the palms facing up. Turning your attention inward, focusing on your breath. Breathing deeply in and out through your nose, just allowing your body to completely soften. Encouraging your exhales to be longer than your inhales to guide you deeper into relaxation. And just enjoying a quiet moment for the next few minutes. Once again, becoming aware of your surroundings, becoming aware of your body on your mat. Moving your fingers, moving your toes, slowly starting to move your head from side to side. You can take a big breath in and extend your arms above your head, stretching your body out in two opposite directions. And exhale, sigh it out, let it all go. Go ahead and draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a great big hug and squeeze. And then you can let it go, sigh it out. Bring the feet to the floor and make your way onto your side. And just pause there for a moment. And then make your way up and come into a comfortable seated position, bringing your hands to your heart. I want to thank you all so much for sharing your energy with me this morning and trusting me to guide you through your practice today. Be free, be true, and always be you. Namaste.